Hey everyone. So I guess we're sort of missing the point. Next to the second to last video I did talking about the Jehovah's Witnesses who were preaching that they don't believe in global warming. I've got various responses. Killer Sep is actually an ongoing battle on text messaging, I guess, or post messaging with some of the people who don't believe global warming is indeed happening through man-made events. But okay, let's just concede. Okay, but what if I concede the point that okay, you know, CO2 is not causing global warming. This is just a natural occurrence that happens and it goes in cycles and all that good stuff. Let's just go ahead and say that. Does it make it any better? I mean, seriously, uh, for those of you who didn't watch the Olympics or were not keeping track of what was going on, China basically, commanded people to stop driving their cars and shut down a bunch of factories to clear the air for the Olympics. Um, Normally on a regular week in China, Beijing is probably the worst city in the world to be in, or at least one of them. Uh, just on sheer size and population, it's one of the larger cities. I know Mexico City is larger. Um, Tokyo may be larger, but the point being that they are increasingly getting more quote unquote westernized and using more vehicles, selling more vehicles every day. So is this a good thing to have all this CO2 in the air? I mean, that was my better half's point to these people is, so you don't believe that there's no consequences to dumping things in the ocean or polluting the air. I mean, I think that's sort of the point I'd like to make in this video, is that okay, even if global warming is not man-made, I've been to Los Angeles, I've been to other places where there's a lot of smog, and your throat starts to hurt. It's just not good for the environment, and that's the bottom line. Extra CO2 in the environment can't be good. So even if you're telling me that you don't believe in global warming, um, so what's your so now what? So you don't believe in it. So now tell me how dumping all this CO2 into the atmosphere can possibly be a good thing. Make that point. Uh, because the fact that you don't believe that global warming is man-made is sort of irrelevant. The fact that these people that I were talking about were preaching, and I know some people were agreeing with me that they don't believe, um, or that these people are a little bit nut jobbish, um, but they're sitting there telling you that they don't believe that you can harm the earth, and that's pretty dangerous. Okay, now on to my second part of the video. This is sure to irritate a couple of people, I'm sure. I am so happy. I am so happy that we're rolling around. Well, first of all, I enjoyed the hell out of the Olympics. Um, I tell you, I don't think I was more excited about watching the Olympics until this, as I was watching these Olympics. It was just a lot of fun to watch, a lot of good close races, and team sports and what have you. But I am so glad that, boy, this train is really, really. Let's get it going here. There we go. There we go. No, This is what I have to battle when I make my videos. Um, I think they're supposed to do it one more time, but there you go. And just an extra one just to piss my wife off while she's sleeping. Okay, so I'm just so happy that football season's rolling around. American football season is rolling around again. Uh, it starts off this Thursday, I believe, and my team ends up playing, that college team ends up playing Saturday, and then the professional league starts in another week and a half. Why? Why am I so excited? It's one of the few times as an adult that that's not one of the few times. One of the few times during the year, I should say, as an adult, that I can take a couple of days on the weekend, or a few games during the weekend, and enjoy something without thinking of all the doom and gloom that I usually do when I get on YouTube. Um, with all due respect to, you know, the modern mystic and and the rest of the crew, who make excellent videos and have a lot of thought. It really, call me an ostrich. I don't know, sticking my head in the sand or whatever while the world crumbles upon me. It falls down all around me. Uh, but it is. It's one of those times where I can. Yeah, sure. Is it meaningless? Is it really in the end game? Does it really do anything positive? I mean, um, if in other words, uh, if we as a society or as a world, in that matter, uh, were to just about destroy ourselves, and then say another species evolves and has communication and intelligence, and they dig us up, and yeah, I'm sure that's not going to be one of our great something that they look upon. I mean, maybe just a footnote, basically, But that doesn't matter to me. The fact of the matter is that, I don't drink excessively. I don't do drugs. This is my drug. This is my addiction, as Gary likes to say. And I need this addiction. Okay, do I really need it? Probably not. But I like this addiction. How about that? I like this addiction. I like the fact that I can get lost being entertained by people that have worked really hard to get where they're at. Although it may not be the most productive thing to do in life, it certainly entertains. It's no worse, I don't think, than movies. Um, Movies are made for entertainment. No worse than going to the theater to be entertained. Um, it's a distraction. And I think in this world, sometimes you need a distraction. Uh, Something just to get your mind off of the perils of the world. Because the bottom line is, um, I don't see much hope for us as a species. I don't see we're caught in this trap, of we're caught in this world where we really don't have a real say on the direction that our government goes, worldwide. I'm talking about as well. Um, you know, we're Most of us are bottom feeders. Let's just face it. We're just bottom feeders, and the world's run by the elitist, and we're just along for the ride. So, um, I just don't see a lot of things going our way. I really don't. So to sit there on a Saturday and a Sunday and spend my time watching people play a game, and it's entertaining, and I follow it, and I am a fanatic, is really nice. So I will say that I am happy. I am really happy that this season is starting. I'm sure there's people around the world that feel the same way when their world football is kicking off. So I'm sure you can get me if you're not an American football fan. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. Um, and yeah, so that's about it. I guess that's all I'm gonna say with this video. Um, there is no
That was easy.
there is no easy solutions to this world. So starting this weekend, I am going to start using my drug of choice, which is sports.